girls, welcome to the Crafty Corner. My name is Miss Lisa and I have got a craft for you today. I love this. We're making a fairy house. We have this book. It's a choose your own adventure fairy house story. So you might want to come in and try to read that. You get to choose how you go through the forest and find different fairy houses. So that's pretty cool. Come to the library and grab a packet. In your packet, you're going to have a green paper plate. I know sometimes the green doesn't show up real well here at the TV3 studios, but the fairy house is definitely in a green woods. You are going to have a piece of paper that have different windows and different doors so that you can choose which one you want to put on your fairy house. You are going to have two templates to cut. One is going to be the house itself and the other is going to be the roof. So boys and girls, it's very important that when you cut these templates out that you cut it right on the line, because if you make any mistake, then it's not going to curve around and make the shape that you want. And you only get the one, so be careful. If you're not a really good cutter, grab an adult to help you cut this. So this is the body of the fairy house, and then make sure you throw your trash away. Right here, there is a dotted line. This dotted line means fold. So what I like to do is turn it over, and then you're going to flip it over until you see those dots, and then press it down. Okay, so there's it, pressing it all down. And I'm not sure if glue stick will hold this all together, so I'm going to scribble some white glue on here. This bottle's giving me problems today. All right, so we're gonna glue that on there. And then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna straighten that back up a little bit. Put our finger right here like where this hole is, and we're going to roll it around. This part might be a little tricky, so we're gonna roll this around here and stick it down. Now, if you have some tape available to you, it might be a good idea to tape this. It will go faster than trying to get this glue to stick. So I'm sort of sealing it together by pinching the two edges. You definitely don't want to pinch the whole thing. You don't want to, make this so that it's flat. You want to have a 3D fairy house. This is the body of your house. Okay, so then that's going to stand up. Okay, what I forgot to do, first of all, was create the grass or the forest that it's in. So you also are going to have a bunch of little dots, little white dots. I'll show you what that is for in a minute. But while that's drying, I'm going to show you how to make the grass. So we're going to take our paper plate, and we are just going to cut. And you can cut wide blades of grass or make a really thin blades of grass. It's totally up to you. You're just going to keep cutting all the way around your paper plate. Now these paper plates do have some ridges, so if you cut right there on the ridges, there's already like marked lines for you. So that makes it pretty easy if you want to follow that. Now, in order for the grass to show, you're going to have to turn the paper plate over, and then we're going to tip up all of these blades of grass. Okay, we're going to try to poof down the center of it so that it's also flat. And if you have a crayon, you could color this part. You could add some other flowers, or if you have like some little animals at home, if you have little turtles or little, I don't know what else, maybe a little dinosaur, other things that you could put in there, that might be fun. Okay, and so then there we go. And then that's our grass, and then our house is going to sit inside the grass. Now, to make the roof, you have to do the same thing as to cut this out very carefully. Because if it's not cut out just exactly, you're going to have an odd-shaped roof. So, sort of looks like a Pac-Man, doesn't it? I'm going to cut out this shape, and then I'll show you how to turn it into the roof. And it even tells you right here to overlap both edges, and it says secure with tape. So you can use tape, or a little bit of glue would work too probably, but you would have to hold it longer that way. All right, I'm going to get rid of the trash. Now, before I tape this together, I am going to actually turn it over so that this little bit of black line that shows isn't going to show on my art. And I'm going to go ahead and put these little dots all over, okay, like a little toadstool, little mushroom. Going to have a little polka dots on it. So you have some big dots and some little dots, and just put them however many you want on your red design here, on your red roof. All right, let me get another little guy, maybe over in this corner, and this little guy can go right there. Okay. Then it said to overlap. See what happens as you overlap it? It automatically turns into the roof. So as you keep, the more you overlap, the taller roof it gets. So you can sort of decide what design roof you want. I like mine more flat like this, okay? So I am just going to go ahead and grab some tape. And if I could reach inside, I could tape the inside, but I'm just going to tape it right here for now. And then there's our roof. So that's how we get the body of our fairy house. What's left to do is to decorate it. So you're going to want a door. So let me see, I'm just going to cut out this door right here. And if you have markers or crayons, you're going to want to color it. So most doors are brown. So let me see here if I have a brown marker. And it looks like my door that I chose have some little stars at the bottom, so I'm going to need a yellow. And I pulled out the green, didn't I? Okay, so I'm going to color in my stars yellow, color this door brown. I'll leave the doorknob alone. You guys totally decide what you want. You can have a back door and a front door, maybe just a front door. Looks like there's a little peephole here so that if you're inside, you can look out and see who's at your door. And we've got this hinge, which probably should be yellow. All right, so la, 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 la. Maybe you have some music turned on while you pick your coloring and do your coloring. All right, go ahead and color that in. Okay, that's sort of a boring looking door, but that's what I got for right now. So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to just use my glue stick, and I'm going to find the seam, of course, you want in the back of your house. That's not going to be the part that shows. So I'm going to find my center on the front and put my door in there. And then I'm going to cut out some windows. I like this one. This one sort of, I think I'll pick these two circle windows. This one looks like they used a twig or a wiggly branch. Pretty cool. So I'm going to have a window over here and a window on the other side, but you have plenty of windows, so you can add lots of windows. Like I said, you can do a front door and a back door if you want. Tried to give you a couple of different ideas. So I'm going to have a window right here. Just press that down. Okay, so there's the front of my little fairy house. And get this other window up over on this side. Okay, and then you might want to decorate a little bit, like you can have some little blades of grass coming up along the bottom of your house. You can draw some little flowers. We can get some stems in here. If you're a really good artist, you could maybe even draw, you know, the little fairy standing over here next to her house. So draw a little flower here, a flower here. These are just some ideas. You know what, boys and girls? I know you can be super creative with this project. Miss Lisa would love to see your art. If at all possible, have the adult in your house take a picture and then they can post it right on Facebook. I would love to see the different kinds of fairy houses that are made this week. Draw from blue flowers, orange flowers. And so that's the front of my fairy house. All right, so to put it all together, if you have a parent that has some hot glue, if you don't want this to come apart, you could put a hot glue ring right here and set this down in it. And then you could put some hot glue up here too, and then, you know, glue the roof on. But I'm not doing that today. I'm just making a fairy house, and you guys be creative with it. I know you can. I know they can look awesome. I just love this little craft. I like the way it moves too as you wiggle it. Pretty cool. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching Miss Lisa here at the Crafty Corner. I've enjoyed showing you this craft. Come into the library, get this packet, and make your very own. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week for another craft. Bye now.